All right, let's dive right in. Today, we're talking about transformation, but not just any transformation. We are unpacking a dense, powerful monologue that describes nothing less than a complete rewriting of reality itself, a kind of metaphysical coup d'etat where a beast of burden becomes a king.
And it all pivots on this one single phrase. Thus I willed it. Seriously, everything we're about to talk about hinges on these 4 words. This isn't just a statement, it's a command. It's a creative act so powerful it shatters the old world and forges a new one from the pieces. Remember this phrase, because it is the key to absolutely everything.
So before you can have a new world, you really have to understand the old one, right? The monologue starts us off with the first stage of this whole process, a being that is completely defined by its total servitude to the past.
And it's represented by the camel. Now, the author's choice of animal here is so deliberate. The monologue calls the camel pathetic. But why? Not because it's weak. It's incredibly strong. It's pathetic because all of that strength is used for just one thing: to kneel and carry the crushing weight of it was, everything that's already been decided by everyone else.
And this right here is such a crucial idea. In the world this monologue builds, having total respect for the past, it's not a virtue at all. It's framed as this corrosive acid, a rot, that just dissolves individual will, dissolving the power to create anything new. It's what traps the spirit in this endless cycle of just obedience.
And this is the prison the camel lives in. It's a reality ruled by what's called the spirit of gravity, this force that just pulls everything down, making any real change feel impossible. You've got dogmatists enforcing the rules from their rigid, logical boxes, and the whole system is built on this one unshakable belief: the past determines the future. Period. There's no escape, only acceptance.
But what happens when that acceptance finally shatters? Well, now we get to the good part, the explosive moment of rebellion, the single act that breaks the camel and forges an entirely new reality.
Okay, so he touched the anvil of the reverse voice. Now, this is not some physical object you can go out and find. It's a metaphysical concept, a place, an idea, where the fundamental rules of the universe can be challenged and even broken. It's like a forge where the one-way street of time can be hammered into a totally new shape. It holds what the narrator calls dangerous wisdom.
And the process is, well, it's violent, and it's deliberate. First, the old self, the camel, has to be utterly destroyed. Its spine literally has to snap. Only then can this new initiate touch that forbidden wisdom and speak the command we talked about earlier. And the result? A timeline is literally rewritten from the ashes.
So how does this rebellion actually work? It's not a head-on fight. It's way smarter than that. The initiate basically uses objective reality's own rules against itself. He finds a paradox, a contradiction in its crushing inevitability, and just applies pressure right on that weak spot until the whole system collapses. He makes reality choke on its own flawed logic, and in that space, his own sovereign will can finally emerge.
And what crawls out of those ashes? Let's look at the consequence of this incredible act, the birth of a new, unbelievably powerful form of being.
The camel is gone. It's dead. And in its place, the lion awakens. This is no longer a beast of burden meant to carry things for other people. This is a hunter, a force of pure, untamed will. It is active, not passive. It's a predator, not prey. The game has completely changed.
I mean, just look at the contrast here. It lays the whole transformation bare. Where the camel carried the past, the lion completely rejects it. Where the camel just accepted its burdens, the lion creates its own freedom. It's a total inversion. From a kneeling beast that follows old laws to a hunting predator that exists to destroy them.
And this is the lion's primary weapon, the sacred no. It's the power to negate, the power to reject, the power to look at the entire old world order and just say no. It might sound like a destructive power, and it is, but it's an absolutely necessary one. You have to clear away all the rubble of history before you have any room to build something new.
But the lion's work isn't done. Oh no. Its first great challenge is waiting. It now has to hunt the great dragon. And this dragon is another incredible metaphor. It represents the sum total of all the old world's values, its morals, its laws. Its scales are literally etched with the laws of 1,000 dead witches.
But hold on, there's another major player in this cosmic drama, one who's been operating completely in the shadows this whole time. So now, let's shift our focus to the person actually telling us this story,
the Magessa, and uncover her crucial, hidden role in all of this.
Wow! With this one line, our whole perspective just gets flipped on its head. The Magissa reveals that while the lion is the loud, destructive force, the storm itself, she is the architect. She's the one operating from the silent void, setting the entire stage.
So what is she actually doing? She isn't the actor, she's the silent enabler. She's walking backward through chaos, literally preparing the way for the lion. She dismantles the world's logic before the lion even gets there to break it. She is clearing the path to make sure this revolution can actually succeed.
And this shows their relationship perfectly. They are two sides of the exact same revolutionary coin. The lion is that raw, active force. It's the hunger, the noise, the storm. But the Magissa is the strategic, guiding intelligence. She is the hunt, the silence, the director. One simply cannot succeed without the other. It's a partnership.
And we end on this, the Magissa's final, haunting warning to her creation. The new lion has spoken the words, "Thus I willed it," and has shattered reality. But now he has to face the consequences of that immense, world-breaking power. So the final question is, can a being who remade the world with a single command actually control the echo of its own creative and destructive voice?